Not
that
so
true?
much this year.
Yeah.
Generally, what it is, there's always been sort of a this is my view of how things have developed over the years, and that is under the Hatch model, which essentially is the Swanson model of running the Attorney General's office, is much more. Well, their powers are about suing people.
Right.
And the Department of Commerce, which is in the executive branch, has the responsibility for a lot of consumer protection items.
Okay.
They of course issue the licenses for various businesses and occupations and such, and they can take enforcement actions. But they don't really sue people as such. I mean, they can like I say they can bring a lot of different like I say enforcement actions. And there's been sort of a tug of war between how do we best ensure the best consumer protection through the lawsuit model or through the enforcement model. And in some cases, one is better than the other. But generally, the Commerce committees in the legislature have been, at least among Republicans, have been more along the lines of let's let the department do its enforcement actions, and maybe a little less governing through press conference and lawsuit as a method of governance. You know, depending on what statistics you look at, you can argue, I suppose, the case either way. We have a department in state government, you know, that is job is to promote the business climate in the state.
Okay.
But at the same time, you know, you look at the evidence. How many businesses have left the state? I mean, you know, Delta Airlines, when that moved their headquarters out of Minnesota. Look at all the jobs we lost with the whole Delta Airlines.
That was huge, wasn't it?
It was huge to the south suburban area that I represent.
Yeah.
And now look at well, even most recently here, Lockheed, another 1,000 jobs. There's been a good number of other. You know, we used to be the headquarters for many Fortune 500 companies, and those numbers are dwindling. The numbers are dwindling, and there are you know, friendlier tax climates in other parts of the country and other parts of the world. This isn't about just competing with Iowa or South Dakota or Wisconsin. This is about competing with the world. And taxes aren't the only factor by any means on why a business would locate somewhere, but it's a significant factor. If you're In general terms, it's a pretty much, I would say, bipartisanly, it's a pretty free market oriented committee.
Okay.
And that, and I didn't handpick the committee members. It just they were assigned, and there's 15 members on the committee. And if you have, we look through, our committee members look through the bills that come before us with the lens of free market, free enterprise.
Okay.
For the most part. There's always exceptions to this. But generally, is this proposal going to enhance the free market, enhance competition, and when you do that, you grow jobs.
Okay.
That's a natural byproduct. And that's what most of the committee members, be they Republican or Democrat, really are looking at these bills, because we have conversations frequently. Just this morning I spent over an hour with all of the DFL members of the Commerce Committee going through the list of bills that have been referred to the committee and getting input and ideas, what bills should be heard, what's ready to be heard, what's still being negotiated, and all those. And it was a great discussion, because I found that by and large everybody on the committee is pretty free market oriented.